Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today, the video is on a court case that's going through Contra Costa County in California. Obviously, you can see here, Martinez, California. For obvious reasons, I blocked out his name here, so he had the right to privacy. We'll call him Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith has a Marsden motion where his attorney has failed to adequately and properly assist him. If people read the Pegliero case, they would realize that attorneys can't make statements, make any comments when they start talking and opening their mouth and saying he did this and that and everything. Say objection, Your Honor. He's testifying. You know, they can't testify on the stand. It's not okay. So we put this together, this little packet. We also put it together with, if you watch my other videos, you'll find that the lawyers board is not actually a legitimate business under the Business and Professional Code 602 and 601 and 602, as well as the California Constitution, Article 6, Section 9, which also states that they're a corporation, and they're actually an unregistered domestic nonprofit, and unlawfully operating. Now, if the judge catches wind of that and you put your Pegliero case, the Tinsley vs. Pegliero case, because remember, this case, Tinsley vs. Pegliero, with that document, well, for this it's California, but Mr. Smith, he has to learn to object, so I will be sending in also a letter to him with the way to properly object. He will have to listen to very closely to what is being said, and hopefully he'll learn to properly object. And I'm going to send him in a copy of actually this too, so he has a chance to study this. See, most people don't realize when they send stuff in for people into the jail or for the courts for them, they don't send them a copy. How are they supposed to know what was said if they don't get a freaking copy? Because the attorney never supplies one, because the attorney doesn't help you. Keep in mind, the attorney does not work for you. So, hopefully this one goes through and it gets done. The next one we have here is another case. It's a second case. This one is going to the appellate court. This one was regarding a bail. So we are trying to bail individuals out. And we're trying to do it in a kind of unorthodox way without money. If you've been watching my videos on money, you'll find that money does not exist, and the terms that you are using, such as statements, drew a blank right now, things like statements, documents, signing things, like when you say I signed this, right? And I sign under the penalty of perjury as declare that all is true and correct according to California, right? And the United States laws, right? And now I have just sworn away my rights, and in doing so, we are also challenging the fact that the DA can't adequately claim that she has immunity when in fact she's claiming under the penalty of perjury that she can, if she is lying or he is lying, that they could be put in jail and held for a crime. Remember, 7343. 7343 is the persons, and that's under USC 26. So we're challenging the fact that did they prove the elements of person in their case in order to hold the defendant. Remember, the three elements are: one, there must be an individual, which all people are individuals. 2, the individual must be connected to some type of corporation. And 3, that the corporation must have some type of duty that was assigned to that while injury occurred. So these are some of the elements that we're looking to address in this matter. This is going to the appellate court judge, a Rebecca Kruger. Mrs. Kruger, she's pretty good with all that stuff. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we don't have to go any higher than the Superior Court. This is supposed to go before the First District Court. The attorney in this case is David Mockley. For anyone who wishes to know, that's the crooked lawyer that's in this case. He doesn't realize that he is a, what's the word I'm looking for? He is the beneficiary of the matter. It's been a long day with paperwork. I apologize if I'm stuttering a lot. We are making very good progress with his case on the appeal and with this matter. We're also going to be asking for a stay. So we're going to ask for a stay of the hearings of any further until this matter is resolved, because this is a huge issue regarding bail, and they're going to try to argue, well, this is a political thing and whatnot, but, he killed somebody and whatnot, but, that's all hearsay. Remember, objection, testifying. They can't testify on record. It's not legal. It's not okay. They can't do it. It's against the law. In U.S. versus Johnson, or Johnson versus U.S., they actually state that a lawyer can't even say you have any rights. So how does that even work? So I'm just curious to see how what's gonna happen in his appeal. It's gonna be before the First District Court judge, and he or she is going to hear it. Hopefully we don't have to go to the First District Court, but if we have to go to the First District Appellate Court, then that's okay, because we'll be able to then get an actual opinion on this case and actually make it a real issue. And we'll even try to get it what's that called, where it's the opinion is published, is the word I was looking for. We want to get the appellate decision published as well, whether it's good or bad. Remember, even if the cases don't succeed, it is setting ground for future cases. Look what this case said. It had an opinion. This opinion, they said this was the court's opinion, and you can actually then even further elaborate. A real good attorney, a real somebody like me who really defends yourself. I'm not an attorney, I'm a layperson. Keep that in mind. You don't need a license. Remember, a license is just a reason, union's due card. So it's a reason for the corporations to collect monies. But other than that, it's not really. You don't need a license. It's the oldest law. Abraham Lincoln didn't have a license. Actually, O.J. Simpson's attorney did not have a license, but most people do not know that. But that wasn't till the end of the case, until they found out later. So, that's some interesting stuff, right? And he won the case, right? That is what you call nullification. That is the key word that people need to look up, nullification. I'll do a video on nullification and jury nullification, but I have to do more studies on jury nullification before I can give you a clear and defined information on it. But I was just making this video quickly to say, there are people that are out there fighting for other people's rights. It's not just all people behind cameras and defective civil rights leaders and activists, and people being infiltrated into the organization to basically destroy organizations like Ferguson and this Black Lives Matters movements. So, in all due respect to those who are black, you're not black. Black's a color. Your skin's dark, but you're not black. And you're not African American because you have to be from Africa originally, which your ancestors were from Africa. You were not. You were born here. You are a national of, whether you're in the state of California, the state of Utah, Colorado, Denver, Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas. It doesn't matter where you are a national. You need to stop claiming, people need to stop claiming citizenship. If you saw my video on the birth certificate fraud and then the video of persons, you will have an almost clear definition of what they are doing and how the fraud is being exposed, because we're going to expose them in these courts, and we're going to take it out all the way. Remember that the most powerful court is not the Supreme Court, but it is the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, that it has all the power. So we're going to take it to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, but we want to, take it to that Supreme Court and then have them transfer it to Pennsylvania, obviously. But, that's farther up the line. But we got to get through this first. If this appellate doesn't work, we can always file a habeas corpus in the state court in order to hopefully get this man some relief and get his money back that was stolen from him. Over $4.4 million the Contra Costa County DA stole from this man. These men. The other one, they stole over $260,000. So. With me, they stole over $1 million. And then I put a lien, and then they persisted. So, I mean, they'll get away with what we'll allow them to get away with. But if you don't allow them any slack, and you file your W-2s, and you do all the things that you're supposed to do that I've been telling you to do, then you will be able to be successful in defending yourself against these criminal empires that are criminalizing our youth, teaching our youth gangs, violence, hate, feeding them full of sexual ideas through television, through electronics. And then in Contra Costa County, we have a perpetual cycle, a system, because of the fact that our juvenile system here in Contra Costa County is so, the educational system side of the system for juvenile side of the jails is underpaid, and there's not enough money to teach them education, so they just become more involved in gang life. Not that gang life is a bad thing, but these kids could be doctors, lawyers, senators. They could set future record holders, fastest runner, something like that, I'm tired of hearing people say, my race is oppressed. Your race has done great things. You feel oppressed because you're allowing people to oppress you. See, you gotta stand up and rise up above everything. So, thank you for watching. Share, comment, like, tell me what you think. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been very educational for those. I hope that people understand that, yes, we are trying to help individuals get out of jail. And we do believe people deserve a second chance. And if they mess up again, and they get into jail again and they call, we won't help you because we've given you that second opportunity and you've squandered it. So, these are the things we like to do. We like to help people. We believe that everybody deserves a second chance, no matter what your crime is. If you If you want to get in contact with me, please contact me at email 12WORLDPRES. Oh, sorry, it's World United Press 23@gmail. I don't know if I was going to be able to say that. I was feeling kind of tongue-tied today. So, World United Press 23. So it's 12 World United Press 23@gmail.com. And feel free to contact me if you have any information. Feel free to send it. I always love information. Knowledge is power. And if you have any questions about anything in any of your states, I'll do the research. I'll more than gladly assist you in any way possible. Or if you have family members out there. Right now, COVID is a huge thing, and they're using this to oppress our rights. And I actually found this out when they used the 1385 subsection 27 and 36, I believe, in which they tried to get me to waive my rights without me even knowing I was waiving my rights. It didn't have to be express or implied. That's freaking crazy. Excuse my language. But I mean, these are the things that are going on right now in my county alone, and probably statewide as well, and countrywide too. So, people need to realize we can pick it and go all we want, but if we don't actually put in the work and the effort, if we don't put in the actual work and the effort to actually try to help and assist somebody, if we have the knowledge and information, if we have the actual knowledge and information, as you can see there, I'm doing this from home, but still, I'm helping people, and I think that's pretty good. If I can help as many people as possible before I die, so be it. I came across some really interesting stuff about bail bond. When I make copies, because I'm going to have to censor some of the stuff because it has some very sensitive information in it, I will then be able to make a video on a bail bond that people might not be very knowledge to, because I just came out in some very conclusive stuff that the bail bonds are acting as an attorney of power without the knowledge of the individual having them be their knowledge, because they just tell you just sign it and read it later, and that's force and coercion. These are the things that you have to learn. Hopefully everybody learns to educate themselves. Again, thank you for watching. Share, comment, like, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And until next time, my name is Elijah, and take care.